Here's a fun exercise in second and third position that involves interesting string crossings and open strings that really make your mind think, and they work the independence between your left and right hands. Hey, this is Langerman from Violinna.live, and in this video we're going to look inside the Dounis collection, and we're going to skip towards the end of the book to his Opus 27 called New Aid to the Technical Development of the Violinist. We're going to look at a really fun scale exercise where he focuses on separating the left and right hands in terms of how the mind correlates them when we do coordination work. And it's a really fun and interesting way to practice scales that we don't normally do. So for the sake of the length of this video, I'm not going to do everything from this set of exercises, but to give you an idea, what we're going to do is we'll take the C major scale in 2 octaves, and we'll do it in second and third position. And every time we have a note that's one of our open strings, so whenever we have D, A, or E, we're actually going to play that open string instead of fingering that note. So for example, in third position, if we start on the first finger, instead of going like this, see, we would go open D, cross back, and so on, okay? And then in second position you would do similar. So in second position, starting on second finger, so this works 2 things at the same time. It will work your string crossing, and by the way, you can practice this exercise slurred with separate notes in different bow strokes, so it kind of gives you a bonus of working some other technique at the same time. So it works the string crossing, and it really works on separating the 2 hands and how your mind works on putting them together in a normal sense. So for a demonstration, let's start with the first exercise, number 1, A, so second position, and for now let's do all separate notes. So if you noticed, because we did it in second position, every time I had the third finger note, it always coincided with that string crossing. So actually, I didn't have any third finger notes when I just played it. Similarly, if I do it in third position, all my second finger notes are going to be replaced by open strings. Well, except the one on the E string, of course. So in third position, we would get... So it's really interesting, give it a try. And of course, also do it in slurs. And then also you can take out the dotted rhythm and play normal 16th notes or whatever. Or you could do staccato. Or down bow. To work on my down bow staccato. It's a little tricky to do this with the string crossing because it really makes you think. And one of the goals when you do this is to really see if you can smooth out that string crossing. So just a couple tips for that. Whenever you have that string crossing coming up, pay attention to, in general, pay attention to the level of your elbow. So for example, in the very beginning, I know that my second note's already on the D string. It's open, the open D. So I'm thinking about what my bow level should be, which side of the G string am I going to be playing on at the very beginning of the scale. Because look, the bow can touch the G string here at this angle, or it could touch it at this angle. It's the same sound, really. Or this angle, which is like, we don't want to play. Actually, I don't really want to play on this angle because it's so far and it's really hard to cross strings. So my goal when I start the scale is to get that bow to be as close to the D string as I can right away, but still have that clearance. So the angle is very close, almost like I'm playing. And then you can practice like that, so, and then go back to double stops. And then, very important not to move around here too much, just enough if you need to. Actually, if it's two strings, you don't need to at all. I'm just using my wrist mostly. My elbow might move very slightly, but as little as it needs to cross over. A tip for crossing back, because I'm playing an open string, I recommend that you prepare that next finger on the lower string in advance. So one way you can practice it is you play C. Now open D, while I'm playing open D, I'll put my fourth finger down already. And you can practice E and D as double stop. So I go. And then I can put it together. In reality, I'm not going to put down the pinky at the same time as I start the note D, but I will probably put it down while I'm playing it. So in slow motion, playing D, put down fourth finger. You see, I'm putting it down while I'm still playing the note D. Down, cross, like that. So. And then you can speed it up, so that's the idea. And then you can do the same thing under a slur, which actually will reveal if you're really being even with the notes. So it's even more difficult, I think, slurred. Okay, so it's a great little warm-up exercise. It's not too straining. I like to change my scale routine up once in a while and not just do Karl Flesch or Galamian every time, because when in the repertoire do we really use the 3-octave finger pattern? Not that often, actually. Maybe in some cases, but if you look through all of your concertos, how many of them really use this fingering? Not that many, I don't think. Dounis has a great way to really challenge violinists. These exercises are mostly for advanced players. I would not recommend them to beginners or even intermediate players. Certain exercises, maybe to some advanced intermediate players, are appropriate. Maybe this could be one of them. But he really takes the violin technique to its limit and really challenges you to think and try to find new ways to release tension in your playing and find new ways to find coordinations, and really helps you to practice more deliberately. So I really enjoy playing Dounis once in a while, and if you're interested to check out the Dounis collection, check out my affiliate link down in the description below so you can learn more about it. Also check out my Dounis playlist down below for more Dounis exercises, and there will be more to come as I keep making videos. If you enjoyed this exercise, please share it with a friend or a colleague. Share with me what other Dounis exercises you like, and if you have other interesting things to share, put them down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Happy practicing!